Curator Malorix glided through the hall of primitive civilizations, his forearms gesturing dramatically at the Earth exhibit. And here, distinguished guests, we see humanity's amusing journey from cave-dwelling savages to barely spacefaring incompetence. The touring delegation of young Zealothi nobles tittered, their crystalline forms chiming with mirth. The human ambassador, Elena Rodriguez, stood quietly in the corner, taking notes. Observe, Malorix continued, activating a hologram. Their world wars, imagine being so primitive they fought among themselves. The Zealothi achieved unity 12,000 years ago. The Korvax, 15,000. But humans? They nearly destroyed themselves with nuclear weapons before even leaving their planet. More laughter. The exhibit showed humanity's bloodiest moments in vivid detail. Trenches of World War I, the mushroom clouds of Hiroshima, the burning cities of countless conflicts. And this, Malorix's voice dripped condescension. Their Cold War, two factions pointing extinction at each other for decades. Such paranoid creatures. We superior species evolved past such barbarism eons ago. Ambassador Rodriguez finally spoke. Interesting perspective, Curator. Tell me, what's in the next hall? The Hall of Extinct Civilizations, naturally. Species who failed to adapt. Malorix waved dismissively. Not that humanity will end up there. You're far too entertaining. 6 months later, the Devourers came. They emerged from dark space like a cosmic plague, biomechanical horrors that consumed entire systems. The Zealothi's crystalline harmony shattered at first contact. The Korvax's ancient wisdom meant nothing to creatures that ate knowledge itself. Every superior civilization's response was the same. Shock, paralysis, defeat. But humanity said, "Oh, these guys again." Not literally, the Devourers were new. But the pattern? Ancient as human history. General David Park convened the War Council. Analysis. Hive mind structure. Adaptive technology. Total war doctrine. Colonel Mitchell reported. Basically, space locusts meet the Borg meet that thing from Carpenter's movie. So, Tuesday, Park turned to the alien liaison officers, who sat in stunned silence. What's wrong? Never faced extinction before. The Zealothi representative's harmonious voice cracked. How are you so calm? They're unstoppable. Unstoppable. Park laughed. Son, we've been practicing for this since we could throw rocks. Rodriguez briefed them on human history. The real version. Ambassador Rodriguez stood. World War I taught us industrial warfare. World War II? Combined arms and logistics. The Cold War wasn't paranoia. It was practice. Every war, every conflict, every near extinction we learned. We adapted. We prepared for the next threat. But you nearly destroyed yourselves, the Korvax elder protested. Exactly. We're experts at almost dying. You know what you get when you do something 1,000 times? Good at it. The human response to the Devourers was swift and brutal. Where other species saw unprecedented horror, humans saw patterns. The Devourers' hive mind? Humans had theorized counters during their cyberpunk phase. Biomechanical adaptation? Earth's science fiction writers had explored every possibility. Captain and Williams led the first successful counterattack. Her ship, the History Lesson, deployed tactics pulled from human conflicts spanning millennia. Mongolian mobility tactics adapted to 3 dimensions. Guerrilla warfare from a dozen revolutions. Scorched earth policies that would make Sherman proud. The Devourers adapt to what they face, Williams explained to her mixed-species crew. So we give them everything. Every dirty trick, every war crime, every beautiful and terrible thing humanity ever invented. Let them try to adapt to 4,000 years of concentrated bastardry. It worked. The Devourers, designed to consume orderly civilizations, choked on humanity's chaos. They couldn't adapt to a species that changed tactics mid-battle, that treated rules as suggestions, that had turned warfare into jazz. Within months, humans were teaching combat courses to species who'd forgotten how to fight. The Zealothi learned about asymmetric warfare. The Korvax discovered the art of the ambush. Ancient civilizations became students of Earth's bloodiest moments. Curator Malorix found himself in the restored Hall of Primitive Civilizations, staring at the Earth exhibit. Ambassador Rodriguez stood beside him. "I owe you an apology," Malorix said quietly. "No need," Rodriguez replied. "But you might want to update the exhibit. To show humanity's triumph? No, to show why we triumphed. Every war, every conflict, every dark moment you mocked, those were our teachers. We're not proud of our history, Curator, but we learned from it." Malorix's forearms trembled. "The Devourers will return. In centuries, perhaps, but they'll return." Rodriguez smiled grimly. "And by then, you'll have your own bloody history, your own mistakes, your own lessons. That's the gift humanity gave the galaxy. Not victory, but the knowledge that tomorrow's survival requires today's scars." The museum kept the Earth exhibit unchanged, but added a new placard. "Those who forget history are doomed to repeat it. Those who remember it are equipped to survive it." It became the most visited exhibit in galactic history.